Breaking news! The Dominaria United lore has been spoiled. Let's take a look into what evil lurks within Dominaria United.
Welcome in, Dragonfolk, one and all, to a new episode of The Internet Will Always Find Stuff Out Before Release. So, today, we're going to be talking about some major spoilers that are actually going around for Dominaria United and looking into what caused them. So, obviously, the Internet has done a thing, right? They tend to do things like this all the time as soon as we start finding more stuff out. So, obviously, this is not a foreign concept. But once again, you've given all of the people who were anticipating this set leaked information. So there are no secrets as far as the internet is concerned, and this is a prime example of that. We do have two pieces of story to go over, though. And these lore tidbits are more than likely going to probably make their appearance as cards in the set. So this may have a deeper effect not only on the story, but also on the gameplay as well. So, our first bit of spoilers are actually something that was announced yesterday in the live stream. So, in the live stream, there was a lot of talk about some new cards that came out, right? We had seen the art and the card Shivan Devastator. We looked over that on our video yesterday as well to kind of show you what that is. So, Shivan Devastator, obviously a Dragon Hydra, right? Something crazy that you'd never thought would have had such a hidden treasure in it. Well, here's the deal, right? Although it was probably intentional, they did show off the base set version of the card with flavor text. Now, I know everybody has a favorite flavor of ice cream, but you know what my favorite flavor is? Lore. Lore flavored ice cream. That's my favorite flavor. The flavor text of Shivan Devastator, I'll have it up here on the video also. The flavor text for Shivan Devastator reads, and I quote, "There were many reasons why Shiv was not high on Sheoldred's list of places to conquer. Big, fiery reasons." Now, from what I gather from all this flavor text stuff, is that Sheoldred will actually be the next Phyrexian Praetor that we run into during the set. In previous sets, we've already seen Vorinclex, the Green Praetor. We've seen Jin-Gitaxias in Kamigawa, the Blue Praetor, and Urabrask, the Red Praetor in New Capenna, all with their respective Phyrexian text versions of themselves. So obviously they have to continue to complete that, and as we're going through, the only ones that were missing were Sheoldred and Elesh Norn. Now, Elesh Norn seems to be the head of everything, so Elesh Norn's probably going to be coming last, which obviously, according to this flavor text and according to, just the generalized hopes and dreams, Sheoldred will be next to have her own card, a new rework of the card, and also a Phyrexian text version of herself. So, that's kind of what I gather from this, right? Maybe we'll see Elesh Norn in a Phyrexian text in Brothers War, right? I mean, you give the internet enough time and they'll find it out way, way, way before release. So I'm sure we'll figure it out well before then. But obviously, process of elimination shows that if Sheoldred is in this and she gets a Phyrexian text, the next time we see a Phyrexian text card, it will be Elesh Norn. So, very excited about that. So, the next bit of lore is a huge, huge, huge spoiler, right? So, I'm talking huge, guys. It's very, very crazy. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, well, I mean, I don't know why you even clicked on this video to begin with, but this would be the point to turn back if you don't want to know anything. Right? This is pretty confirmed stuff from a actual source of media created by Wizards of the Coast. So this is absolutely a leak and you will find out about this stuff. So I'll kind of go over it in detail here, and we'll go over it. So on Amazon, there was a visual guide for Magic the Gathering that is due to release in early December. A couple preview pages for the visual novel were shown on the listing as well, and let's just say PR didn't exactly check to make sure they were in the clear before posting these lore bombs on us. So I'll show you a snippet of what preview images were shown here. So here you'll see Liliana Vess and her description of her adventures through the multiverse, but one big part of this page screams spoilers that I'm not sure Wizards wanted out just yet. Here we see a description of the Raven Man, and I'll read you the prompt below. A reoccurring figure in Liliana's life, the Raven Man was manipulating Liliana for an unknown purpose. When she returned to Dominaria during the new Phyrexian invasion, she discovered the Raven Man's real identity. He was the ancient necromancer Lim-Dûl. Now, not many players know of Lim-Dûl, but he hasn't been seen since possessing Jaya Ballard, who is in Dominaria United. This also shows that Liliana will be making a return to the set after her vacation over in Arcavios, or, Strixhaven, as most know it by. But Liliana has been haunted by the Raven Man for most of her story, and he seems to be there at every kind of critical point of her journey. So we're not sure what Lim-Dûl is up to and what his plan is, but hopefully he doesn't succeed, because last time he essentially started a whole bunch of Phyrexian war machines, and that is just not okay. We do not want that. We don't want that in the new Phyrexia version of stuff. Who would have thought? So the next snippet we're going to go over is for Chandra. So, we all love Chandra, right? It's their favorite pyromancer, without a doubt. Everybody loves Chandra. So this snippet goes over her adventures starting in Kaladesh until now. But the spoiler here is in the last couple of sentences of her story. So I will read those to you guys right now to tell you about the spoilers involved there. When the Gatewatch tried to take the dragon on directly, they were easily defeated, and Chandra and Nissa's relationship suffered for it, with Nissa returning home. They were reunited during Bolus's attack on Ravnica, but the trauma of the day and the death of Gideon, who she loved like a brother, drove them apart. Now, the threat of New Phyrexia may reunite them, but with her mentor Jaya slain by her friend Ajani, who himself was turned into a Phyrexian, Chandra is ready to burn New Phyrexia to the ground. Come on. What? This is a huge story spoiler. Insane. Like this is they're killing off planeswalkers left and right here. And it's it's crazy. So Ajani is completed, right? He is now a Phyrexian during this. Apparently, I don't know whether or not it happens during Dominaria United, whether or not it happens during the Brothers' War, but at some point, Ajani gets completed. So, not only does Jaya die at some point, but Ajani and Tamio, right? The other completed planeswalker who we saw completed in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, right? They've been turned into Phyrexians, or that's what I mean when I say completed, right? Completed is a term for essentially becoming a Phyrexian. So does this mean that we will see a complete Ajani in the set, right? Will that be one of our planeswalkers that we get along with Jaya? And will this be the last we'll see of Jaya, or is some kind of magical mumbo jumbo going to try and bring her back? We're not honestly too sure, but only time will tell. But I'm genuinely excited to learn about the lore after all of this, right? This seems like a very, very action-packed story with everything that it is, and I'm really, really excited to see what happens. It's just crazy to see that we've gone from just losing Gideon to now Tamio is a Phyrexian. Johnny's a Phyrexian. Jaya is dead. Who else? Like, who else is going to be turned into a Phyrexian? Who else is going to die, right? And of course, we have Jaya here, and now we have the introduction of Limdul, right? Limdul is back, and we haven't seen him in a long time, literally since he was possessing Jaya's body way back in the day. So it's crazy to see this, quite literally, such a weird, evil and good reunion happening. So I'm very curious to see what happens. Obviously, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of these story spoilers and how you would, bring them about. I'm very, very curious to see what everybody's thoughts are. And while you're down there, make sure to give that like button a little kissy kissy, a little smooch smooch. And also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I like to bring you guys these spoilers as they come out. Obviously, I do work a 9 to 5, so if somebody else gets them out before me, hopefully you guys still choose me to watch anyway. But I'm very excited to find out about the lore. We're going to make a lore video about this as soon as it all drops. By the 18th, we'll know everything, and we can kind of go deeper into it. And either that or we'll do it a day-by-day thing, and I can update it as the time goes on. But we'll see. So, thank you all again. Please make sure to check out our description. In the description, we do have a Patreon link. You can go ahead and join us there. Any support is fantastic, and you get a bunch of cool little goodies for supporting me on Patreon as well, so I definitely appreciate it. But otherwise, remember to make it a great day or not. The choice is all up to you. And I will see you all in our next video. All right, everybody. Nerd out.